So a couple things before we get going. First, I was in Mazama this morning, and I filled my water bottle at the little filling station. 67,000+ have been saved on that machine alone. So I got back to the office and I'm thinking our estimate was horribly underestimated, if that was any. Now, granted, it's Mazama, which means it probably is the highest fill rate. I'm guessing it's right outside the dorm or the gym. So I called the construction office and I said, dude, let me know. I want to know where each of the filling stations is. I want to go around and collect all the numbers off each one, and we'll come back next week and look at it and see if we can. We'll redo our estimate based on better data. Because we did it. Remember all those estimates we did at the beginning? There's 10 machines, 8,000 per, 80,000 bottles. Obviously that's an underestimate because 67,000 at one machine is going to blow that out of the water. So now we're going to see how big a room we need to fill how many bottles there are. That make sense? So I'll bring that back next week as soon as I hear back from who's that, Josh or Rick? One of those two.
Well, we already know the guy.
Ryan. It's Ryan. Oh, it's Michael. It was Mike. Very good. Very good. My nose is wet. Ryan. So as soon as I hear back from him. Hi. What else? Oh, I sent you guys all an email this morning. No, it's just how I communicate with you guys. It's the easiest way. I just have a blind email. I can type in your CRN, the 20144, and it just boom sends out an email. Did anybody get that yet this morning? Okay, a couple of you have. That means it went through. Yay. Sometimes it's a question mark. So anyway, I do that. You'll get an email from me every week, starting next week, I think, with the progress report, because there's nothing to put in there yet. I mean, you just turned in the first quiz. Sorry it was so challenging. That'll get graded as soon as possible and entered into your grade books, and I'll start the progress reports going out to you so you know how you're doing in here. So as soon as I get that back, I think Emily wants to grade those because she said she gets paid hourly, so we'll let her grade those. And as soon as I get them back from her, I'll put them in the grade book, then I'll email out to you guys so you know how you're doing in here, and we'll just keep that going each week. Each week get a report. So it might be the beginning of next week when you get your first one, depending on when I get these back from her. Does that make sense? So the email you got today is like that. It's just how I communicate. Once every couple weeks I'll send you all an email if I want to catch you up on like administrative stuff. Today, what I did was I once again sent you a link to the schedule page to make sure if you were having any trouble finding stuff. I know I had written it on the board on Monday and we had gone and spent a lot of time at the page, but you may have either forgotten to write it down or just lost the link. So I sent you not this link. I sent you the link to the schedule page, which is pretty much everything you need for the course right here. So this link is sitting in your inbox right now waiting for you in your step 1. And so right now, just to recap of what's now on the schedule page versus, is that falling? No, it's okay, I think. Versus what was on the schedule page. Now if you go back to Math 105, you'll notice it says videos from class linked under there. Let me slide a little bit, here we go. It says videos from class. So if you click on that, it's going to pop you out to YouTube, and I've got, I think it was 3 or 4 videos, hopefully. It's 4. Somebody already knows it's 4.
Do you have your own channel that you post?
Yeah, it's called Sean Stat or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
but like some of your older ones are on another name.
They are, well, the story behind that is I got flagged as a virus. I uploaded like 800 videos to that old channel, COCC Math, which I still use from time to time to put other stuff on. But for some reason, and I don't know why, this is going to be terrifying. Me there and me there. For some reason, YouTube flagged one of my uploads last term, or 2 terms ago, to that channel.
So for certain units.
Exactly. They flagged one of my uploads. It was a false positive, meaning they thought I had installed some malicious virus. Okay, enough of this.
But it's entertaining.
They thought I had uploaded some kind of malicious tracking software. You don't care. You don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll have the links on the schedule.
It's your
Your bottle. So anyway, what these are just in a playlist. So what you can do is just, this is part 1, and then the next one over here is part 2, and then part 3, and they'll flow in from one to the other. Some of these are kind of long, and I apologize. Like this one is 16.5 minutes. I try to keep them a lot shorter than that, so that way your attention isn't like, oh my god. But that first day was kind of boring because we were on the syllabus almost the entire time. So I'll try to change gears more when we're in class together. So anyway, that's where things will be posted as far as, somebody had asked me, I think in here or other classes, where are the videos for class? Well, each day, you'll just have a link. And until they upload, like if you noticed on Monday or Tuesday, if you looked at this, it said videos uploading. It takes about Well, I gotta get back to the office and then dump them off the camera to the computer, which takes about an hour, which I don't understand. And then it takes about 2 hours to get them onto YouTube, which I don't understand either. I'm guessing there's a network issue with the school. So it takes a few hours for them to actually get onto YouTube. And then by that time, I'm usually not in the office anymore, I'm somewhere else. So then I have to get them put into a playlist so you guys can actually find them, so you're not scraping the internet looking for my videos. So expect about a day delay on videos, so today's class will most likely be live tomorrow, which is not the end of the world. Most students can live with that. It's just I can't be like as immediate as I would hope to. But this is also why I'm trying to hire somebody for next year. I think I told you guys about that. I'm trying to hire a camera staff. So it look like that. So anyway, that's where that'll be. Today's class will have a video too. I mean, we're recording it right now. The bad jokes. And then we'll also have some topics listed in it. Right now it just says quiz due, and this is the quiz you guys turned in. But it'll also have some topics. I have 2 things I want to look at today. That prisoner problem we didn't quite finish last time. I also want to look at a quick equation boot camp to get us started for next week. To kind of, and well, that scared you off, equation boot camp. I couldn't think of a better title for it than that. Looking forward to next week. Slide down here to week 2. Do you believe after today the course is 10% over? These freaking quarter systems, I swear to God, is Oregon ever going to go to semesters and join the rest of the world? I don't know. Yes,
so.
I hope so too, Karen. I hope so too. So anyway, Monday's still blank because we don't know exactly. I think we're going to be going outside Monday and measuring some stairs and doing something called a grade calculation. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it's not raining like it was doing on Tuesday yesterday. I know, I just jinxed this, didn't I? So anyway, I did put one quiz up for next Wednesday. I try to give you guys plenty of time to knock quizzes out, because I know you do them outside of class and bring them to class. I don't post them like the night before they're due, because that's a bastard move. I try to give you at least a few days, 3, 4, 5 days to work on them. So I do have one quiz up for you right now, and I'm in the process of working on another one. I was working on it today during office hours, but I mentioned the administrative stuff, and the reason I don't teach in the summer is because to actually make curriculum changes that are meaningful, I need blocks of time, and they just don't exist during the school year, unfortunately. So that quiz will be uploaded, I'm hoping this afternoon. I'm in the middle of working on this quiz right now in the office, and it should be uploaded for you. So there's 2 quizzes, at least 2 will be uploaded for next week. Does that mean you have to do both of them? No. Of course not. Do you have to do either of them? No. Right. Did you have to do today's?
Yeah, you
do you have to do the one that I brought with us doing class together today?
Yes.
Actually, no, you don't have to. What do you have to do as far as quizzes go? 10 by the end of the term. Right? 10 by the end of the term. You choose which ones. Now, I love the answer of yes, we should do the one in class today, because you should. We'll be doing it together, working with each other, working in small groups, working as a large class. It makes sense to turn it in class, because chances are, I mean, if history is any guide, you'll all get perfect scores on it, because we're all working together and answering our questions as we go. So you never have to do any one particular quiz. The only requirement you have is you have to do 10 by the end of the course. Make sense? Go ahead.
So if you do all of them.
Yes! That's going to be a lot. It's like 20 or so.
I know, but I mean, if you do them just because they're there and you
I think it's a great idea, personally.
So that doesn't do anything to help your grade?
Oh, it does! Do you remember what we did on Monday?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, fortunately, there are videos you can watch.
Yeah.
In case you want to see this. No, the idea is, it does help your grade. The quizzes, this is, again, historically and anecdotally noted. Students that do more quizzes also do better on the quizzes. This is not it's not a causation, it's a correlation, I've noticed. The more quizzes students do, the better they do on the quizzes. When you do well on the quizzes, like 9s and 10s, it pulls your average up. Right. Remember we looked at the grading calculator on Monday? We saw what happened if you turn in a crappy quiz, it buries your average. The best thing to do, well, one good thing to do, is to remove the bad quiz from the calculation and your average jump back up. But it jumped up a little bit more when you turn a quiz in that's really, really good. So you can do as many as you want. The more you do and the better you do on them, the better your average. Especially early on when there's not that many points. And you can think about it like this. If you turn in that quiz right there and get a 10 on it, then you have a 10 out of 10 in the class. That's 100% right now. There's only 10 points available, right? Does that kind of make sense? You maintain that if you do another 10 out of 10. It's still 100. But if your average then goes below, so for example, like a 98 or a 96, or like even like an 89, and you turn in more 10s out of 10s, those averages are going to creep back up towards that 100% again. So the quizzes kind of guide your average toward them. If you do crappy, it pulls them down. If you do well, it pulls them up. If you're right at average, it maintains it. But they do have an effect, especially very early on, to your overall average. Great question. Tell me your name again.
Tammy.
Tammy, thank you. Thank you. Cool? What else? There's something else in that email too. Schedule page videos, quizzes. Oh, office hours. I had to change the office hours on Wednesday afternoons. They were 12:30 to 2. Now they're 1 to 2:30. So I just shoved them back a half an hour, which I don't think will upset anybody greatly. I just realized that that's not enough time to get from where I am to where I need to be and everything I have to get done in between. So hopefully that doesn't piss anybody off. I hope it doesn't anyway. So it's the same length of time, just shifted 30 minutes. I think that was it for the email, as far as it goes. So, schedule page, looks like you guys found it, I'm guessing, since you have quizzes. That's good. So you find everything you need to find, ish, at least right now. So this is the main page. This is where most of the stuff actually comes from. Most of the interesting stuff is going to be posted on here. I might point you other places, but I'll supply links from this page to those places too. What questions you have for me right now? Nothing right now. Nothing right. Not yet. We'll get there.
Don't look.
Don't look. Well, sorry. Too late. All right.